Hey, it's Katrina here. I really just wanted to check in and see how you're doing. Yeah, how are you? Like, really, how are you? Not how are you doing in your business necessarily, but how are you in general? Many of you who know what's going on with me and my personal life. We've had a fire, and my husband had two surgeries. I had one in January. Um, We've had various issues with my mom and stepdaughter, and it's been a little chaotic in the personal life, right? And when you're an entrepreneur, the personal life goes hand in hand with the business. Sometimes you can't even tell it apart. Like when I go to some of my networking events, it's with my friends. Like I consider them family, especially like Polka Dot or something like that. So it doesn't feel like business. It just feels like fun and people are like, "Well, what are you doing for you?" Well, that's what I'm doing for me is hanging out with people who inspire me or are positive minded, joy, like full of joy and positivity, no judgment, that kind of thing. But I wanted to check in with you today to see how you are, and I really do want to know. Um, there's a lot of talk about mental health in the world, and a lot is going on with politics and business in general, and all kinds of diversity issues and all kinds of things. Um, how are you managing it all, right? I think we all need people to talk to, and we all need those groups of positive-minded people around us. One thing I know I talked about in my book, I don't have a copy around me, but Love Yourself Successful, is I talk about getting rid of toxic people, right? Now, um, I said that in my book because, and toxic doesn't mean they're like really bad people. They can be, but it could just mean they're toxic to your entrepreneurial energy and or staying positive, motivated, and in action, right? So whatever vibe or even whatever people are saying or doing around you can affect your mental state as the CEO entrepreneur in your business. And depending on how much it affects you, it could either inspire you to do more and do all the right things and get more clients, or it could do the opposite and put you in a funk and make you not want to do anything. Um, and I've been in both places, frankly. Toxic people can also be not just somebody in your world like friend, family, spouse, significant other. It could be a client that isn't really that supportive of you or appreciative, or maybe they aren't or kind of mean, or they don't pay the bills on time, so they're not respectful, or they're out of integrity, and integrity is a big quality for me. Maybe it's for you. Um, it's okay to let them go. I know that things right now, I talk with hundreds of entrepreneurs every month, hundreds, if not more. Um, and a lot of people are seeing less clients come through. Um, Less money changing hands, right? And maybe you're holding back a little bit from investing in things that you know you need, like a new assistant or a coach or a new software. Or I was just talking to a friend about doing a little trip to an event, right? Which would require buying the ticket, buying a flight, buying a hotel, and the food, right? So therein could be 800 to $1,200 or more, depending on where you are and all that, all those expenses. So when is it worth it to do those kinds of things, right? And when do you have to just do it anyways? Um, because you know it's going to be that next thing that you and or your business needs. So again, I just wanted to check in and see how you're doing. like really, with your personal life, with your health, with taking care of yourself, with your love life, I mean, the love life, if you're not totally in love in your life, not just with your dog or cat, and not just with yourself, but I think there might be opportunity for even more happiness, more fulfillment, when we are fully happy in all the areas of our lives, we tend to attract. Sometimes we don't have to do anything. We just attract more people into our business, right? And faking it till you make it doesn't really always work when it comes to happiness. Because those of us who are looking at you or listening to you, we can tell. We can tell if you're trying to fake happiness or fake being in a positive mood or fake being inspired. And that's why we probably see so many things, people out there talking about just be authentically you, no matter what, right? And I'm all for that. Hell, I'm turning 55 in about a month. And I'm not gonna take any shit after that. So it's it is really it's not easy to be an entrepreneur by any means. But for those of you who know there's no effing way you're gonna go back and get a job, you have to make this work, then we need to stay focused. We need to stay organized, right? I was talking to somebody else the other day who had like 35,000 emails in her inbox. I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing and why? Like, that is probably one thing that would make me keep me up at night if I had that. We've got to get you more organized, more efficient in your habits, your daily and weekly business habits. As CEO, like a serious, like someone who wants to make a lot of money, even if you're not making a lot of money, you got to act like someone who's making a lot of money. And the people that are making a lot of money are smart about their time and where they put it, their money, right? Where they put their time and where they put their money. Um, and I love having that kind of a conversation with somebody who really is dedicated or wants to be dedicated to having more out of life, more happiness, more love, more freedom because you have more consistent revenue coming in. Therefore, you can take Fridays off and go to your kids' game or whatnot. You can take you can leave the office at 4 o'clock every day so you can make dinner or have dinner with your family. You can come in early or come in late if you want to because you're going to an event or you just want to sleep in or you don't like mornings. I don't like mornings that much, you know. It seems like I surround myself with a lot of people who get up and do their morning routine. I'm like, nah, that's not for me. It doesn't have to be for you either. We get to design the business around the kind of life we want to live, but we also you need to know that there can be more for you. You can have these things. You just may not see the path, the strategy, the how. You just may not see, and it could be just within your grasp. You just aren't sure which way to reach, right? And uh, those are the kind of things that I work with clients on is it's that CEO advisory stuff and that mentoring and the decision making and the clean your crap up so you're more efficient, get out of chaos, be more organized, stop wasting time with the things that aren't working, stop spending money on things you don't need, consolidation, simplification, and really just more. I want to say productivity, but it doesn't have to be that sounds like a hard, boring word. Productivity can be fun and exciting because once you start seeing more activity in your business and you get momentum and more money, thank you. We all need more money to do the things we need, right? We need to, then you get to be you and do more of the things that really light you up. Now, my business lights me up. So, like, I don't consider working a chore. Like, if you do, please, maybe you're doing the wrong thing. And we need to have a conversation around what it is you're doing and who it's for and why, and maybe how to shift that first. So, if any of this is something that's really touching your heart right now, I would love to have a conversation with you. I don't want to work with anybody who it doesn't want to work with me. And I don't want to work with anybody who's going to be flaky, frankly, and who's not going to take my advice and actually run with it and do something. So if if you're saying, like some people are also saying, like, Katrina, I'm scared of what you're going to make me do. You're going to make me do all these things. No, I'm not going to make you do anything that's not the best next step for you. Will I push you out of your comfort zone? 100%. Not all the time, but here and there for sure. Why? Because you probably need it. Like, come on. That's why we hire coaches and mentors. So I'd love to have a conversation. You can private message me if you're seeing this on social media. If you're seeing this on YouTube, my contact info is in my profile. If you're on my website, please do something. You cannot, like, yes, you could say, oh, okay, I'll go work on this myself. I don't need anybody. Now that you've told me what to focus on, Katrina, I'm going to go do it. Great, because you're not my client. You're not the one that I want to talk to. The ones that think they can figure it all out themselves, you're not it because it's not going to happen. And so you need a reality check. And you'll get a reality check over the next year or longer from not seeing the results, unfortunately. I haven't gotten this far in my business because I've figured it out myself. I thank God for all the mentors and masterminds and people that I've hired to help me along the way to the tune of a couple, two, $300,000 of investing in myself. If you think you're going to do it for pennies, you're sadly mistaken and you're going to run out of savings and it's going to be super hard and you're not going to see the results, unfortunately, because you just can't possibly learn everything there is to know about running a business. I have a video on YouTube that's my main video on YouTube because it's not a joke. It's serious. There's 462 things that we need to master as an entrepreneur. If you haven't felt the reality yet, you're going to feel it soon. And it breaks my heart when I see people going off and avoiding, right? Now, if you're saying, I'll go figure it out myself, and in the back of your mind, you're thinking, because I can't afford you, Katrina, well, you don't even know how much it costs. You have no idea. I'm starting something brand new in the next 30 days, and you could be a part of it, and it's more affordable than I've ever done. And if you're like, if you don't even know, you can't make a decision. You can't make a decision when you don't have the knowledge of the variables to help you make the decision. So I could tell you all about it here, but I'm not going to because I want people who are going to take action, not be flaky. So if you're an action taker, you will schedule a call and reach out to me. If you're not, that's okay, but you're the majority. You're the majority of people are not going to take action, and that's okay because it's those small snippet. We only want to work with this many people. 15, 20 people is all I want right now. Um, but you got to be committed to your success. You got to show up and do the work. You got to ditch your excuses. You got to follow advice, at least to a certain extent. You'll have options. Um, no judgment. And you got to be raw with no BS. And you got to come to the table and lay it all out and be real and focus on results. That's who I'm looking for right now. So whether or not you want to work with me or you're thinking about it and you want to do a call, I still do am concerned how you're doing. So please comment below and let me know because maybe I have a resource or a friend I can share with you or a story that might make you feel better. I don't know. But the time is now to really be more vulnerable and share what we're going through so that others can benefit from our message. And this video wasn't just designed to sell you into something. It really is, um, it's, I mean, I'm doing it for myself just as much as I'm doing it for you. I have to talk through what's going on in my world in order to get to the next level of my success. And many of you have commented on a few of my posts lately that you've admired my resiliency and that I was inspiring. And wow, because I don't feel like that all the time. So it does, those words do mean something, just so you're aware. I don't take them lightly. And I certainly don't do everything for business or exposure. That is not why I'm here. Um, I'm here on this planet and on social or wherever you're seeing me to help people live their happiest lives ever. To help myself live my happiest life ever with more love in my, love in my life, better health, more success in the business, that doing what I love. That's that's what it means to me. That's what success means to me. And I just want more people to be more happy, in love, and successful, and of course, healthy. Like all of it has to flow together in order to create our best lives ever, I think. So, anyways, Katrina Sawa, jumpstartyourbiznow.com, jumpstartpublishing.net, and thanks and have a great day.